What is going on, everybody? How are you doing today? We got a few people in the chat already. So we've got Monkey, Keno Mags, Gushi, Drew, let's see, Brock, Moist Maker, Kurt Schmidt, Logan Dunk. How are all of you today? We're going to see a J for James as well. How are all of you today? We got some more people coming in. We got Savage Wasabi, Tumbles America. How are you? Vibe Studio, Tiger, Samurai. What is going on? Axe, Danny, Gouda. How are you all doing today? Hope you had a great day or are having a great day or whatever time it is for you. Hope it's going good for you. So let's just get right into it, I guess. We're going to dive in here and I'm just going to do some chapter 2 stuff. We'll chat for a little while. Just have some fun. I think I still need to unlock the elite outfit, so maybe we'll do that this time. I was doing the elite mission quite a few times, like yesterday. So, should be all good to go. We got Braden. How's it going? Kino Mag's the best Dying Light tips and tricks, dude. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that a ton. We got Jetta Gamer. What's going on? Bro Sexy, how are you doing today? I am. See, Kurt, you say you're doing good? That's awesome. Love hearing it. All right, I don't even know. So it's about to be daytime? Yeah. I was like, I don't even know what time it is. Let's do some bounties first. Why not? Let's get that out the way. So we got Gushi asking, what is the best way to get tokens? Well, there's only 2 ways to get tokens. You can either do the bounties and level up. So like, for example, from here, and then you've got all these bounties every time you reach 1,000 reputation points with the chosen vendor, then it will level you up and you'll get a token for that. The other way is by doing the elite mission, which I need to buy some more things for, and every time you complete the elite mission you get a token. It's the same for Harper as well as Senshu, so no need to do anything different between the two. We're gonna definitely have this weekly bounty, and let's see what else we got in here. We got Hunt Hags, which goes perfectly along with my Hunt Hags weekly bounty. Here we go. Spec Hag Frax, easy to do. And get that one done in one mission. And you know what? Let's do the spear, because I can actually get that spear. I can actually complete a lot, like I think 2 of these I can actually, these 2 right here, I should be able to complete it all in one single mission, which is fantastic. Brock said you can't keep up with the crafting DIY and boosters for the missions. Well, you don't really need to. Like, for example, that was just what I showed for the regular mission. The elite mission, you don't have to craft anything for. Like, I'm gonna run in here and I'm only gonna use my weapon here. Now, I'm also not using any like gear that's good for it, but I'll run through the regular mission real quick first, and I'm not gonna use anything but my melee weapon, just to show you don't need that stuff. It just helps you get through it quicker. But let's do that. Let's do this first. Before I get started here, I don't need that. What am I doing? Let's see here. Kurt says, do you know when the new fire mod is coming out? Hopefully they fix that in the next patch, because it was supposed to be out. Like, everybody was able to purchase it, but it just disappears as soon as you upgrade it. So I don't know what's going on with that. Jedi said, are you a Assassin's Creed fan or Ghost of Tsushima? I have never played Ghost of Tsushima because I don't have a PlayStation. I've always wanted to. It looks fantastic. I enjoyed the Assassin's Creed games, but I haven't played them in a while because once you've played one too many, are the same. So they're fun for a little bit, maybe going back to every so often, but playing them back to back, it's too much. Savage, you said, can you still do the infinite glitch for the military medkits? If you're referring to the medkit farm, then yes. If you're talking about the solo duplication glitch, no. If you're referring to the multiplayer duplication glitch, yes. So it's just kind of all over the place. Hey, we got Best Gamer Alley in the house. How are you doing today, my friend? Hope you're having a good day. Kinemax said, hey, Respawn, do you have a one-hit kill weapon that has no name? No, I don't. That sounds kind of cool. Wish it did. Let's actually just run through this real quick. I am just gonna go through just to show you don't actually need anything other than the weapons you got. but just to kind of prove it. Nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. Okay. It looks like it's just going to be this room and then the one below. That's not too bad. Excuse me, zombies. I slice these guys up. Now this would go a little bit faster if I was wearing brawler gear, but I feel like challenging myself a little bit, and I'm too lazy to change it. Now stop slicing me and let me slice you. And there we go. Problem solved. Alright, so that's one down. Now I know where the next one's going to be. Now, I could run out there. I've an easier way to kind of avoid, like, because I know when you do the elite mission, you can actually come right whenever you get over here. There's generally a ton of virals and stuff. So if you want to avoid them, you can always just go through this little duct right here. Super helpful. Drew, you said, hey, RG, did you see the leaks for the Bloody Ties DLC? Shows the area around the arena mostly underwater. I did not see that. I'll have to look into that. I have seen some leaks that has been shared to me on my Discord, which are kind of cool. It shows like some icons for different like things you can go to, which is really awesome. So that might be a future video potentially, but yeah, I have not seen that yet. That'd be interesting to check out. Being bad. Okay, you know what, parkour to the face. Oh, see, this is perfect. It helps me with my spear because he's got a spear. As soon as I kill him, I can grab the spear. Ow, ow, stop hitting me. Jeez. And there we go. That counts for that. Dark says, do Techland will add Scorpio in one of the DLCs? I hope so. I really do, because it looks so awesome. Just from what I've seen of it, I really want it. I want it bad. Savage, you said you were talking about the solo duplication glitch. Yeah, unfortunately that was patched out quite some time ago, so it's unfortunately no longer doable unless someone finds a new way. I've been trying all sorts of stuff and have yet to come up with anything. Let's see, Matthew, you said Respawn gentlemen can really do the cool whip. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but sure, I guess. Jeddah, you're asking why do I have the FOV on regular? Because I play on Xbox Series S and I cannot change the FOV, so that's why. Procedure says, why am I still playing this game? Because I enjoy it. It's really fun. I know a lot of people are upset about the game with the update the DLC being pushed back and all sorts of stuff like that. I still have fun with the game. Like, it's like, that doesn't change my opinion on the game itself. Like, it's still a fun game to play, but that just means that I'm not gonna have necessarily a ton of stuff to do in the meantime. So it's just, I'll find other things, other games and things to do while I'm waiting for that. So that's just all that means for me. Oh, die. I'm in the chemicals. I'm gonna die. No. Ow, rude. Look at this guy being all rude. Although I do need the immunity boosters because that's really low. Drew said, RG, if you want, I can post a video on the leaks in Discord. Yeah, if you want, go ahead and shoot it to me. Put it, just DM it to me. I'll check it out. I'm gonna go stab somebody now. Where's the nearest zombie I can just stab? Will that work? I don't know if that counts or not. I haven't actually tested to see if hitting a boomer with a spear counts or not. And yes, I will always call it, like, you may hear me refer to things completely differently than what they're actually called in the game. Yes, I know that's a suicider. That's what it's supposed to be called. I call them boomers because Left 4 Dead is just stuck in my head, and always will be. So, you know, any big, fat, exploding zombie is always going to be called a boomer to me, no matter what. That's just the way it is. Oh, don't worry, I'll end your suffering. Hey, rude, stop doing that. I am busy talking to people, sir. Okay, he'll come at me. Let me heal up a little bit. And charge him. Bam. Gotta love it. Okay. Nazani, so what difficulty level I'm playing on? I actually play on easy because honestly, there is zero reason for me to play on harder difficulties. If there were some extra rewards or something you got from playing on hard, I definitely would. But for me, there's literally no reason. So why? Like, you know, I know that's not necessarily a super popular opinion, but that's just my thought on games. It's like, if I don't have to play it on hard, then I don't see the need to be completely honest. All right, so it looks like that should be the only two. I can't tell you how many times I've gone in these missions lately, and the rooms you can go in are like extremely hidden. You can barely see them, and it took me forever to find them because they're just I really don't like the fact that sometimes you can't see the light. Like, you can see them all on this run, but I've gone through runs where I've had to go back and forth like 50 times before I could finally find the light, because the light was like inside the room and not next to the room. Maybe a spear over here. Here's one. Give me this. Damn. Oh, I thought that was gonna get him. That's right. Look at that guy. Oh, come on. Let me get my spear. Come on. Oops, I missed that one completely. All right, here we go. Third time's the charm. Oh, come on. Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine. I'll just stab everybody. And then there we go. Problem solved. But yeah, this shows you, like, you don't need the boosters or anything to complete this. But I think if you're trying to get it done quickly, then yeah, I would use boosters and stuff. But that's kind of the whole point of me doing this little bit right here. Hey, you. Stay down. Bad zombie. Ah, could have used that. Well, I'll use it in a minute. Let's see. Kinemax says, do you think it's a good idea for Techland to add easy difficulty, 3 volatiles for a hive, and 0 to 1 for a hive, tyrants for a hive, normal 6 volatiles? So that's the thing with hives, is that you don't really need a tyrant at a hive, because literally the hive is turning into a tyrant. So that's something you don't necessarily need. What I do need is someone to die. Like that. I'm gonna see if I can grab a couple more spears. Is there one in here? No, there's not gonna be any in here. You gotta find the rooms that are like that one. Oh well, I'll get some spears in a minute. I just need to go back across. Whee! I honestly don't remember what I was saying. Oh, the tyrants. Yeah, because like the hives are turning into tyrants, so you don't need tyrants guarding them. I like to go this way, but actually, what am I doing? So like you can look at it that way. What I think it should be, I think honestly hives or just like they're like, if you're fighting a tyrant, the way it should be is that surrounding the tyrant are also volatiles. Like, I don't understand why there's not. I've gotten attacked by volatiles before, yes, but that doesn't mean they're actually there. Okay. I'm gonna go do a lovely trick, which is fantastic. Love doing this. So the hag always spawns right in here. Now I just wait. Wait for her to spawn and try to get her before she runs away. Where are you? Stop running from me. Man. Oh. Jeez. Fine. I don't want the Molotov. Give me the spear. Get away from me. Give me the spear. Let me throw it at your face. There. Jeez. It's a little bit more difficult if you don't use boosters and stuff, but you can get away with it. Come here, stinking banshee. Just die already. Come here and just die. There we go. Run away from me. I'll grab another spear. Ah! Come run away. I'm getting low on health. Maybe if I hit the hag with a spear. And drink. That took a lot of health out, so that's a positive. No, fireman. Bad for you. Okay, where's this hag? Come here. Stop jumping around. Gotta heal up again. Ow. The hag stuck? No. He's stuck. Oh, one of my favorite things is whenever she jumps into a grate and just dies. Like, it's absolutely hilarious. I love that happens. I usually get that to happen on the elite mission. But there you go. That is just shows that you can do the regular mission without having to have those extra things. Let's catch up on chat a little bit here. So Shane, you said, hey, I've been such a big fan of your channel since Dying Light 2 release. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Brock, you said, also think easy level boosters are not needed. That's true. On harder difficulties, yeah, boosters are a little bit more necessary. But I don't know. Like I said, for me personally, anybody can play any game however they want, because you're playing a game, you're having fun, you want to enjoy it. So that's fine. But like, in my personal opinion, for me myself, if I'm playing a game, if there is zero benefit to me completing it on harder difficulty, I generally don't play it on harder difficulty, because like I used to when I was younger, and you know, you could brag to your friends and stuff like that, but I don't care anymore. Like, whoa, I beat it on hard. That's cool. Did it give me something? No? Okay, then why did I waste time on it? That's just my opinion. Let's see here. We got Jacob Phelps. He said, you ever think about doing gameplay with the members while on live stream? Kind of like a two birds, one stone type deal. So that's something that's a little bit different. So because like the gameplay with me that's part of my memberships, I want that to be something that members get where it's just us playing. There's no like distractions, just we're having fun playing the game. That's kind of the whole point of that. I do have something I'm still trying to work out all the details for. I'm getting closer, and I promise it'll be out soon. I know I've been saying that forever now. I'm still working on details just because I don't have a lot of time to look at stuff, and when I do, you know, there you go. But I do want to have live streams where I do play with viewers, have like community streams where people can join in and have fun. That's something that's coming. Again, I don't know exactly when. There's no specific time frame on it. It's just something I'm trying to find all the details on. And like I said, between all the stuff I've got going on, I don't have a ton of time to research that and look into it. So that's why that's taking a bit longer. But that is something that is going to be happening that is separate from the benefit that you get from being a member. Drew, you said, RG, did you know that the elite mission, if you place the shrapnel mines where the hag spawns, you can trap it there and kill it with the crossbow? Yeah. Well, I mean, not necessarily with the shrapnel mines, but I like doing the what you call it, parkour shot, and then it just stuns her immediately. Absolutely fantastic. I'll pause this for a second, catch up on chat a little bit. Brock, you said, by the way, I never tested this, but getting better gear could be where'd it go? Could be easier on easy difficulty. Maybe that's why my gear isn't that top level. Honestly, the difficulty level does not affect anything whatsoever when it comes to loot. From what I've noticed, I've tried it on harder difficulty, I've tried it on easier difficulties. Loot does not seem to be affected, at least in my opinion. Other people may have done more testing and found otherwise, but from what I've seen, it has zero to do with difficulty choice. Matthew said, do you think the Techland would add ammo blueprint for the ballista bow? I kind of hope so, but I don't know, we'll see. Like, maybe they'll add it after chapter 2, which is kind of a long way away, but hopefully they do add it, because that'd be really nice to be able to craft those as well. Jordan, you said, thanks a lot. You've helped me find and do a lot more in the game. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Jedda's like, what do you think the best 2 mods are? In my opinion, it's the Slit and Venom mod, as well as Empowerment. Using those are the absolute best mods that I have tested. I want to do a full testing video on every single mod combination, but I ran into a glitch when I tried to do it once before, and it really sucked. So I'm going to try to do it again and kind of see where that goes. And then let's see here. I got how long will it take you to get max rank? Forever. It'll take you forever, because not because they lowered the XP, but just because there is no max rank. There's no top. You just keep going until you stop or you break the game. So if you do something like maybe like 65,000, then it might stop. But I don't think anybody's ever going to reach that high. So yeah, there's at this point there is no top rank. Sam the Pigman, we had this should make so you play on harder difficulties makes you level up agents and other stuff faster. That would be interesting. I think having rewards for playing on harder difficulties does make sense. Kino Mags, who said, what is your idea that you think that'd be cool for Techland to add in Dying Light 2? Oh, so many things. There was, I know I had a video that came out a while ago where I was kind of talking about some stuff and that I want to see, and I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head kind of everything. There's so many things. Like obviously we're getting some of those things being implemented. Like one of them I mentioned was arrow retrieval, which was something they had kind of alluded to before that in like the 1.4 patch, but we now have it. It's not as good as it should be, but it's better than nothing. And then like having a camouflage ability. Now I have seen that there is a blueprint in the game files for like some camouflage paint that you can put on, and it works exactly like the skill in the first game. It's not anything that's been found in the game yet. I know that it's only accessible through the game files from what I've seen on Discord. So that's really cool. I really hope they fully put that in the game, but we'll have to wait and see. See, Gouda Gamer, he said they should increase the stash space. Yeah, that's one thing that's really big. First of all, though, before we continue on with the chat, Brock, welcome to the YouTube supporter. There should have been an alert. It didn't pop up. So we are going to make that happen. There you go. Thank you so much, Brock. I appreciate it. An absolute ton. You're absolutely amazing. All right, let's kind of go back here. Brock, you also said, so you use mods that do the most damage in the shortest amount of time, because I don't think it would take 180 seconds for someone to keep an enemy where some mods go for. Yeah, so that makes sense, because like the reason excuse me, the reason why I choose Slit and Venom is because they do the max, like the most amount of damage over time over any other weapon. The other thing is, like, I've tested out, I used to use double shock. That was all I used. And then I've used double fling. I've used fire on weapons. And I've noticed that since I started using Slit and Venom, I have killed enemies way faster than using any other mods. Like I said, I need to still do a full testing video, but that's something that's going to take some time to do, because I got to get the weapons back. Let's see, Jetty said there's a mutation farm that gives you 50k every night. I do believe I know the one you're talking about. It was, if you're referring to the one that's under the bridge, then by the PK ship, then yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That one was actually created by one of my members on my Discord, and I am planning on making a video covering that and giving them credit and stuff. I just haven't had time to do it yet, to be completely honest. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Kingdom Mags say, yeah, I have like so many ideas, like hiding in lockers and going back to X13. That would be kind of cool. I mean, technically you can go back to X13, which I haven't tested it since the newest patch, but you know, we'll do that after I do the elite mission. Let's just go do this elite mission real quick. Apologize if I don't catch up that much on chat. Let's just run past all these guys. Nothing up here. Nothing in that one. Okay, so it looks like these two down here, so that's good. Excuse me, guys. Now, I'm a terrible shot, so sometimes I may not get them in one hit like I want to. Now, I did see that AussieGG, he posted a video where he completed the elite mission in like 2 minutes. I'm like, how the heck? I didn't watch the video, but like, it just, like, that's ridiculous. It still takes me like 4 minutes to get through the whole dang thing. So that's crazy that people can do that. I am definitely not at that level. Excuse me, Volatile. I don't need your mess right now. Alright, shoot that guy and this guy. Ah, dang it, I missed his head. Too many wasted shots. Hey, friend. Alright, so that should be all of them. What, you can search this stuff? I didn't even know you could. Oh, how about that? Alright, now that all the smoke is cleared, get this one, and then we'll head downstairs. And this, I love this tip because it was, like I said, it was shared to me by like a bunch of different people, but it definitely helps tremendously. Toss one of these bad boys right here, because then it just drops you down. You bypass some stuff. It's really nice. Love it. It's like, honestly, I never used the vents before, so my elite mission guide does not show this, but it is 100% the better way to go. All right, now hopefully I can actually see the rooms this time. There's so many times where I've done the elite mission and it took me till almost completing the thing before I could actually find the rooms. Will you go down the dang hole? I swear sometimes you just don't do nothing. All right, let's see. Do we got anything over here? Doesn't look like it, but I'll double check anyway, because sometimes, even though it doesn't say show there's anything, it's still there. I have to double check everything. Okay. Are there any lights? No. Dang it, I forgot. Can't do it that way. Okay, here we go. And now we go up here. Now, are there any lights in here? No. Sometimes they place them like right inside the door and it's super annoying and I hate it. All right. Excuse me, guys. Oh, he hit me as I was jumping down. Oh, this is frustrating. Yeah, this is one thing that's annoying about the elite mission. If you don't get stuff done just right, you run into just way too many enemies. And they're super annoying. Oh, come on. Will you grab onto the thing? I'm not going to fail this mission because I can't even freaking get to the top. Okay. Okay, here we go. Grab the bar. Thank you. Nothing there. Okay, great. There's one over here. Jeez, that was so much wasted time. Oh my gosh. Okay. Shoot that guy. 2 shots there. One. Reload. Oh, I could use my last shot to get this guy, but that's okay. He's dead now. So it doesn't even matter. That took way too long. I need to heal up though, because that just took way too much health from me. Could use my booster, but I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I got some bolts here. All right, let's go find the other 2 that are down here. It's a very short amount of time. All right, is there one down there? No. Over there. Not over here. And double check this one. Nothing. Okay, cool. Let's... No! Ooh, that was almost bad. Ow! Freaking banshee. All right. Let's get away from these guys. All right, is there one down here? No. There's one in front of me. Is there one up here? No. Because like I said, sometimes you can't see the lights and it's super annoying. All right, 1, 2, and 3. All right, they're avoiding stuff. Ah, dang it. Don't go for the middle. Aim for his head. I hate when that happens. Freaking auto assist. Aim assist or whatever you want to call it. Just automatically goes for the middle. Oh, I'm running super low on time. I gotta find one more of these. So the only other options are... Oh, there it is right there. See? Now it wants to work, of course. While I'm streaming it, you can actually see the lights. I swear. I've done this so many times by myself. And like, you've never been able to see the lights. And yeah, it's ridiculous. All right, let's kind of let that dissipate a little bit. And go over here. Now we're gonna go do the hag. Like, I love doing the hag this way. It's so quick. Let's go over this way. This is my favorite way to go, because there's less enemies you got to deal with over here. Over that dude. All right. Just go around the whole thing. Yeah, I only have 2 minutes, but man, the hag is, the hag is so quick to defeat. It's insane. Here we go. All the way across. Or I could just freaking do that. I swear, my character, Aiden, just does not want to jump today. I don't know what's happening. I swear I'm pushing the button. He just doesn't want to do anything that would be helpful. Grab the bars. Thank you. Jeez. Okay. Here we go. And in we go. All right, let's go kill this hag real quick. So I like to go up here. Like I said, this is, I think, the easiest way to get up here. And then now we just wait. And we use our parkour shot. Bam. Now the hag's down. And then, you know, you got these guys to deal with. Which is the annoying part. Sometimes you can get through here without having to deal with them. But yeah, it's super quick. If you can stun her before the dudes get up there, a lot of times you can kill her before they even show up. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Ooh, I completed a bounty. How about that? All right, so Sam, you said, can you explain why the Skullcracker is so bad? So in that challenge, it's terrible because of the damage, kind of like what Jacob is saying. It's horrible. It does like 500 damage, which is not helpful in the slightest bit. You can, since considering the fact that you can take every enemy down with essentially one shot with the hunter crossbow, there's zero need to use it whatsoever. See, Ashley, you said I've had a Skullcracker low damage 342 base, if I remember right. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, that's why it sucks. It's good, but it's not a paper cutter though. That paper cutter is fantastic. Like, I haven't tested the Skullcracker outside of the challenge. In the challenge, it's terrible. Don't use it. Outside the challenge, I still haven't purchased it yet. Jaybird, you said you're completing the Harper bounties, and I'm not getting tokens at all for them nowadays. Is this a bug? Possibly. I honestly haven't done any Harper bounties in quite some time. I just stopped leveling him because there's no need to. I got everything I wanted from him. Actually, no, that's not true. I still need to get the paraglider skin from him because I didn't unlock that, so I still need to do that. But yeah, I think I've seen other people have that issue too, so I do believe it's a bug. Matthew said that's happened to me so much in this mission, it gets really irritating. Oh, the jumping thing. Yeah. Timbosi said you missed that jump so many times. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely crazy. We're gonna go through that one. Actually, you know what? Let me see how much I have, because I don't even know how many tokens I have. Because if I have enough, I might even just buy the elite outfit. Who knows? I have 12, so not quite enough. I need 15, I think. Yeah, so I need 15 plus 10 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So let's get all of these. What was that? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I've got 12. That's a lot. I definitely am not getting those tonight. I still need to unlock the shrapnel trap because I just haven't done it. I've just been lazy and not bought it. All right, so let's go. Actually, let's go ahead and select the other two bounties we got here. Plague bears. It's an easy one to do. I should be able to actually complete that like during it. And I've actually gotten this one even while walking into the cloud, so it's kind of broken, but it also works in the elite mission as well. So let's get over here and do another elite mission. Get some more of these tokens. Brocky said he read somewhere that hags don't spawn at all. Sometimes it's a bug. Happened to me last night. Huh, interesting. I have not seen that yet. I've had them die immediately. There was one time I was standing on the spawn point, and as soon as they spawned, they just immediately died, which was hilarious. But yeah, I have not come across that yet. Matthew said all I have left to unlock is the elite hunter outfit and elite paraglider. Nice. Jordan said also, do you know how common the legendary gold machete is? I have only one of them, but I can't seem to find any people with it. I don't have any military machetes, so I have no idea. I know there was a gold one. That's kind of cool. As the Goudas, you spent over 100 Huntress tokens already. Dang, that's a lot. I have almost 180 Harper tokens. That's awesome. That's crazy. Actually, you've duped all your mutation trophies. Didn't want to grind and still having fun though. Hey, there you go. Duping is fantastic. Honestly, like I like to use it for just avoiding some grind stuff. And there you go. So yeah, that's awesome. So Kenneth, he said the glitch mutation samples is right beside the PK boat. Yeah, that's the one we were talking about before. It's a video that one of the people on my Discord server made, and is actually gonna be one I'm gonna be making a video on as well. Just kind of my take on that one. I'm gonna credit them in the video and all that kind of good stuff. That is something I just haven't been able to fully like test it and stuff myself. I have seen the video though. It is a really good one. Brock said that last daily you got is bugged, keeps resetting. So it's not bugged. Well, I mean, I guess partially bugged. If you happen to step into the cloud, it resets back to 0 because let's cancel this. Let's look at the bounty. So it says plague bears hunted without entering noxious clouds. So if at any point you step into a cloud, it resets back to 0 because you didn't hit the 3 mark. Now, I do know that there are people who said that the cloud disappears and they still get it. So I do know there is an element of bugginess to it. I've even been inside the cloud and still unlocked it before. So it's a weird one, that's for sure. But I think it's mainly as long as, like, if you kill 3 of them in quick succession, where even if you step into the cloud, if they're all 3 dead, like before the cloud reaches you, then that works too. It's a weird one, but I've unlocked it on here. Jacob, you said it sucks because you have to conserve your bolts, because if you run out and have to use a skullcracker, then you use mines as well, start over. So yeah, but if you do headshots, then especially if you play the elite mission on easy, do headshots, no problem. You don't really have to conserve anything that much at all. Goody said you have 2 of every legendary weapon in the game. Nice. I actually said that that's a hard one to find. I think you were still talking about that gold machete, which that sounds awesome. Brock, you said it still reset even though I was far away. Yeah, so it is slightly bugged from what I've heard, and also obviously from your experience. So we'll see. See. Oh, 9 says as long as you take damage, you reset the quest. That's kind of annoying. Alpha, he said it resets anytime you take damage. Yeah. The one bounty that I'm having trouble with is one where you have to shoot the hag in the air. I've tried shooting the hag while the hag's in the air. I've tried being in the air while shooting the hag. I've tried everything. I cannot get that one to work. I've had other people do the exact same things as me and unlock it every time, so that one's also bugged. Brock, you said you had to cancel that bounty. Yeah. Jacob, you said you noticed the bow stops giving you legendary weapons, or you notice how they stopped giving you legendary weapons for night encounters since the new update. It's almost as if they want us to strictly get them from Harper. So it's not that they removed that possibility. You can still get them. It's just extremely rare. I don't know why they made that change. They definitely need to fix that back again because it's super annoying. Now you can get them from the daytime legendary renegades. I have seen those a lot, but yeah, I really want them to fix it for the night ones. Arl, you said saw blades are OP. Yes, 100%. Ashley said, can you take broomstick out the quest? You know what? We'll just find out. We'll go in here. I'll see if the broomstick works. Oh wait, no, it doesn't work in here because obviously I don't have it. Oh, you mean like take it out of the quest? No, that's something you used to be able to do. They patched it extremely quickly, and if you had it from before they patched it out, you can still use it. But other than that, no, you cannot get it without the use of mods or somehow reverting everything back to an older version, which is usually only able to be done if you have a physical copy of the game or if you're on PC and can do some crazy stuff. Jacob said, just so we have to spend our tokens to keep grinding. Yeah, that's kind of right. Anthony said, shame the arena is delayed. I don't own it, but still, yeah, it is disappointing that it's delayed, but I still think it's good that they're delaying it because it was supposed to come out in June. They delayed it probably because it wasn't ready yet. It was probably a crazy buggy mess, and then it was going to be September, and then they're like, oh, you know what, it's still not quite ready yet, we need a little bit more time. They pushed to October and they're like, oh, you know what, it's still not quite ready yet. So I'm hoping that they don't push it back anymore, because I know that's definitely not going to be helpful, but I do think it's the right move for them to do. I know I have seen an unbelievable amount of comments about how people are upset about it and how upset they are about it, and believe me, I feel you, trust me. But at the same time, you know, I would rather have them work on stuff, and even if it's full of bugs, just imagine what it would have been like had they released it before they worked on it more. So, you know, there's that kind of thing as well. Dark Days said, can I please play with you, bro? I love your videos. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So there's 2 ways to play with me. Right now, I do have one of the perks of my memberships is that you can play a game with me. It's something that's, like I said, that's one of the main perks. It's where it's just me and you and potentially some other members as well. But it's usually just me and you. Play a game for an hour. It can be any game you want to play, as long as it's either on Xbox or a cross-play game. And yeah, it's really cool, in my opinion. I think it's fun just to have fun with people and just, you know, chit chat, talk about whatever, play a game, have a blast. So that's one way. The other way that's not out yet is I'm going to be doing community streams, community nights, things like that, where I'll have people jump in and they can play and stuff like that. I'm still working on the details on how to actually get that arranged. Hopefully that comes soon, but yeah, that is definitely in the works for sure. Rajiks, they have less gear spawning like the guards and gloves. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I still see a lot of the daytime encounters have tons of gear, but that is true, that you don't get like a large variety. Actually, you said you pay for the DLC, you need compensating. I know, I feel you. I bought it too, and I'm super excited for it, but yeah, it is a little frustrating that we're still waiting for it. Goody said one of the only sources of yellow drops that I found, and I found only 2 ways to spawn yellow gear. Yeah, the daytime legendary renegades is the first way to get them to drop. Then you can also buy them from like the chapter 2 vendors, but or the chapter 1 and chapter 2 vendors, but you know, there's that. So you still have the broom? Yeah, that thing is awesome if you still have it. It really sucks that you can't get it. And actually, in answer to your question, no, you cannot dupe it, because if you can drop it, but the problem is as soon as you drop it, you can't pick it back up again. So that means both of you lose out on it. It's the same thing with the Doom shotgun. If you have it, you can still use it, but as soon as it's empty, it's gone. You can't drop it, or else it'll disappear, stuff like that. So it's really disappointing. Let's do another. Oh, it was a shameful show on the last one, but just to kind of show you guys this one. See, mine's doing like 531 damage. That's why I don't use it, because the crossbows can be way better. Also, I never use the gilded coins because like there's no point. All right, nothing up here. There's that one over there, and this one. No, yes. It always throws me off. See, you didn't see the light, but why you let me shoot you in the face? And shoot him. There we go. Hey, look, I completed toxicity. There we go. Somehow the clouds didn't reach me, and there happened to be 3 in here, so, you know, benefit there. Did I have any arrows around here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. Excuse me, everybody. I gotta go fight some renegades. These volatiles. So rude. And shoot you in the face. And you. And you. And you. There we go. Look at that. Problem solved. I'm about to complete the Plague Bearer one too. Like, it's super easy to do. So since we found the 2 up here, there shouldn't be any more. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going this way. Like, hey everybody. Excuse me. Drop that down. So this is just the safer way, because you don't actually have to deal with the boomers or exploders or whatever you want to call them. I know they're called suiciders, but I like to call them boomers or exploders because, yeah. Oh man. Now, one thing I am definitely excited about is Dead Island 2. I know a lot of people are also super excited about it. I don't know about you. I loved the Dead Island games. Now, I didn't initially love them. I absolutely hated it when it first came out. The first Dead Island, I was like, oh, I was so excited about it when it came out too. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait to get this. And then I actually like pre-ordered the game and went to like a midnight release at GameStop and everything. Like, I was like all in for Dead Island. And then when I played it, it wasn't what I was expecting it to be. And I was like super disappointed. I was like, no. But and I actually even like legitimately returned the game to GameStop and sold it to him. I said, nah, I'm done with this. Then it was a few months later, I was like, you know what? I really want to play Dead Island again. And I went back and bought it all over again. And then I don't know. I had the most fun time. Like, it was just an absolute blast at that point. And I honestly don't know what changed for me. But it was so much fun, and that's why I'm excited for 2. I know it's being made by a different company because obviously Techland made the first one, so they can't really make the next one since they don't own it anymore and Deep Silver does. But that's beside the point. Okay, I was like, I thought there was another person in here. If I can shoot him in the face, jeez. But speaking of that, it's not just randomly talking about Dead Island 2, but I am excited for it. I really can't wait for that, and that is, I'm going to be covering it on this channel, so I'll have guides and streams and all sorts of good stuff for that when it comes out. But I will also be doing some live streams of the original Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide on stream as well. Oh, that was smooth. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know I could do that. So that's definitely something that's going to be happening very, very soon as well. I don't know what I'm doing pausing this. All right, well, hey, we got a super chat here. Thank you so much, Valentine. You are super awesome. You said you recently started playing Dying Light 1. It's crazy how much better the night gameplay is. Much more scary, frantic, and challenging. Can they fix it in Dying Light 2? So yes, they can fix it. I don't know if they're going to or not. So what was so terrifying about Dying Light 1 was the fact that the volatiles were roaming around and you had to avoid their vision cones, or else you'd have like 5 million of them chasing after you, which was a terrifying experience because it was still difficult to kill them at that point. They weren't necessarily easy to fight for the majority of the game, which is, makes it even crazier. They finally added roaming volatiles, but I say roaming volatiles because that just means they just happen to be around, and you can run into them, but they're not like walking around or anything like that. Yeah, they definitely made nighttime much less scary. I don't know what the point of that was, to be completely honest, but it is what it is. I don't think it's ever going to get to the point where it's going to be absolutely terrifying like Dying Light 1 was. I don't think that's ever going to happen, to be completely honest. There's things they could probably do to make that happen, but I don't think it will, to be completely honest with you. But I don't know. We'll see. We are supposed to get 5 years worth of content, so maybe sometime in the next 5 years we'll be terrified. I'll catch up on chat a little bit before I continue the mission here. David R. Oh, hey, Silver Owl, that's you. Hey, how's it going, my friend? How are you today? Crow, you said they need to bring some of the weapons from the first game. I miss your chicken on a stick, right? That is one thing that is hugely missing. And yes, I said hugely missing because that's how words work sometimes. Anyways, that's something that desperately needs to be put into Dying Light 2. We need more weapon variety. Like, I love the fact that in Dying Light 1, they had like a million different kinds of weapons, and you just needed a certain type of weapon to be able to add a mod onto it. Like, you needed a blunt weapon, or you needed a sharp weapon, or you needed to put it on like specifically a knife, or stuff like that. It was really, really cool. I liked the way they handled the blueprints and mods and stuff in the first game. Disappointed how they're doing it in the second game. Hopefully they can kind of fix that by letting us change the mods we have on our weapons. I think that would be huge. Just literally just implement that at the craft master, or even create a whole new vendor for it. That's weird, but hey, you could do it. Like, just make it to where you can change the mods and make it like a cost of either gold or mutation samples or whatever else. Doesn't really matter. Trophies, just some kind of way to change the mods, or even re-roll the stats. Like, oh, you're like, oh, I've got like 22% at nighttime, or you want that, and so you can pay whatever the currency that they set it for to re-roll the stats so you get something you want. I think that would be amazing for them to add in the game, but I don't know. We'll see. Creative royalty. Do you think gear stats matter? Using ranged weapons, but I feel like it's time to kill. It's still the same even with all ranger gear equipped. So that's the thing. In complete honesty, I notice even though if you have 13.4%, which is the highest percent of damage increase you can get on any gear that you equip, minus things like, you know, the renegade mask that you get for completing the New Game Plus, but it's usually 13.4% is the highest. So even with all those combined, it's like 80% increase. But I have noticed that it doesn't really seem to matter all that much, because I've equipped, like right now on my character, I only have ranger gear equipped, yet I can still basically one shot or two shot or still extremely quickly eliminate enemies with my melee weapon, even though it's not getting a boost. The damage numbers and the boosts and stuff just are not what they should be in the game. And it's disappointing, to be completely honest. Let's see here. Silverall, you said you're just chilling. All right, cool. Thanks for chilling. Dogwater, how are you, my friend? Thanks for coming in. Hope you're having a good day. Avatar said, hey, Respawn, I wanted to say thank you so much. You really helped me in the game, so personal thanks. Well, hey, you're welcome, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that as well. Let's see, Jermaine. Sorry, I can't read. Nighttime is much more challenging now, in your opinion, with all the special effects roaming around, the volatiles that you run into, especially the way how some of the volatiles can creep up on you. Yeah, it's definitely more so than it was at the beginning. But honestly, if you run around with like a regeneration booster and a toughness booster, then a surprise attack is you're just like, oh, I got knocked over a little bit. Let me just go stab this thing real fast. You know, so there's that. Silverall, you said a stab reroll would be sweet. Yes, it would be absolutely amazing. Kenneth said, if you have 500 of toughness boosters, then night you never die. You're invincible. That is correct. If you do toughness boosters, actually, if you do toughness boosters, there's a few different ways. So toughness boosters plus regeneration boosters make you completely invincible because you don't get hurt by fire. You don't get hurt by the spitter acid. You don't get hurt by physical attacks. You can get hurt by fall damage, but that's it. Like, you're basically invincible outside of fall damage. Another way to do that is equip gear that is boosts your daytime and or nighttime damage resistance or whatever. And you can get both your daytime and your nighttime close to 50%. Then pop on a toughness booster, then literally nothing at any point can ever hurt you. And it's crazy. Adrian, you said much love. All right, thank you so much. How are you today, my friend? Uncle Ben, adding the ability to merge two weapons together would be kind of cool. That definitely sounds interesting. I would do that. That sounds fun. Gooder, you can practically wear one piece of each, and that's with 13.4 damage. Then the Renegade Mask with Casper flip-flops or Mario shoes. Yeah, you can do that. That's actually one thing I really, really wish they have added or will add in the game, is to give us outfit slots, like gear slots. That's what I mean. So like, you know, you've got the 6 gear slots that you have that you can, you know, put different pieces in. What I want them to do is have like a gear set. So like you can put on certain gear and save that as a set and do that for like, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 different sets. And then that way, when you want to change the stats of the gear you're wearing, maybe to fit the situation better, rather than having to go through each menu like 6 times just to equip the ones you want, you can just click one button, switch to what you want, and everything's there. I think that would be absolutely amazing, and they 100% need to add that in the game. Hungry, you said you heard it's no longer possible to get the Kadoom shotgun anymore. Is this true? And is there any other Easter egg stuff you can still do? You can do all the Easter egg stuff. There's not a single Easter egg, to my knowledge, that you can't do. But getting them out of the challenges like the Doom shotgun, yes, that is no longer possible. Unless you have the disc version of the game and you uninstall it, go offline, reinstall the game, and play it at version 1.0. or you're like on PC or something like that, where you can, you know, find like a game save or, you know, some kind of technical trickery to revert to an older version of the game. But outside of that, there is absolutely zero way to get those items outside the challenges at this point in the game. Brock, you said maybe double weapon attacks could be added, but you need to add a new animation for when using a booster. You make it look realistic because you can't use anything else while having at least one hand free. So, yeah, well, I mean, so what they could do, like having two weapons would be awesome. Dual wielding, some paper cutters or something, that would be super cool. I want them to add that. What they could do for animations, super easy, is the weapon in your left hand, you just put it down, you just see your hand go down, and then the inhaler go up. And then you take the inhaler, you see your hand go down, and your weapon comes back up. That shouldn't be that too difficult of an animation to do, but then again, I don't know for sure how difficult that would be, but that'd be one way they could do it. Jacob said, do I play Cyberpunk? Unfortunately, no. I was excited about playing it. I wanted to. I saw how just absolutely messy it was when it first came out, and I just never got around to picking it up. So unfortunately, no, I have never played Cyberpunk, although it still looks kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up or not. Just who knows. Jeremy said, even if you uninstall your patch, your save needs to have never been played on a higher version. Yeah, so that's kind of the downside, is you would have to start the game over from the beginning and do kind of everything if you were to revert to an older version of the game, which is, it sucks. But yeah, that's why I don't recommend it if you can help it. So Uncle Ben, increasing the capacity of the stash is a must. Yeah, that's a big complaint from everybody, is we need more stash space. Alex said you want national outfits so bad. Excuse me. Yeah, I agree. I think they had the national outfits in the first game, like pretty much from like day one, pretty much. They had them like right away. So I don't know why they haven't put them in here yet. Because they definitely need to, because that would be super awesome. See. Actually, have you seen the DLC look footage of the new area Bellivore? No, I have not. I think somebody was talking about that earlier. They might actually be sending me a video on Discord, so I'll have to check that out later. Dog water. So you're almost certain that the Scorpio will make a return due to the fact that in the game files it recently got updated, meaning they're probably tweaking it for the upcoming DLC. Could be. Either the upcoming DLC, or maybe they'll throw it into the next patch to kind of give us some kind of special reward for not getting the DLC when we were told it was going to happen. So that would be a cool thing if they did that. Red Dogs, hey RG, since I've gotten corrupted data with the new game plus symbol isn't showing on my menu screen, does this mean I've lost it? That depends on what system you're playing on. If you're playing on PC, you should be able to, if you have like a backup save or something like that, you might be able to fix that. PlayStation 4, I know if you guys like some cloud saves, you might be able to fix that. I don't know about Xbox, to be completely honest. So maybe you might be able to fix it, but I can't. I have no idea, to be completely honest with you. Kenneth, you said you're on Xbox, so all your save data is automatically updated to cloud. Hungry, so you've got level 9 brawler set with 13% damage on each piece, total of 79.7, but it doesn't seem to make a big difference. Yeah, I've noticed that too. The percentages don't make any sense. See, Silver, you said you're on PS5 and Xbox and notice that the balance mode on Series X is buggy. Huh, interesting. I don't have the Series X, so I can't test it, but let's get back to this challenge. We have 4 minutes to find... Okay, yeah, I came in this way. I was like, where did I come in? I just didn't even remember. Okay, so let's find... I think this... Okay, it's up there. See what I mean? I was talking about earlier is that you don't see the light. I just happened to see this hanging out the side, which is really stupid. That's something they need to fix because I don't like it. Get away from me. Yay. Get away from me. And now you're dead too. All right. Let's go get the hag. And hopefully this time I will be able to do it a little bit quicker. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it this way. No, I don't like going that way. I absolutely hate it. This is the best way to go. At least in my opinion. Everybody can go their own way, but this is what I like to do. Even though, yes, I'm going around like the entire room, it does take longer, yes, but I don't have to worry about falling down for the most part. So it usually works out fine. Except for the times when I completely miss the jumps, and then, you know, that happens. So, let's go get the hag. Okay, let's get up here. I'll see if I can get her this time before any of the dudes show up. If I can grab onto the thing, come on. Just show before I get over there. Okay. Phew. Bam. Come on, reload, reload. And there we go. Bam. That's how you do it. Whew. All right, I need to do one more to complete that bounty. I think I've completed all the bounties except for that one and the co-op bounty, which I won't be doing the co-op bounty on stream because I don't know if it's gonna break my stream or not.
You can hunt.
Oh nope, I got two more. So I've noticed that this happens a lot, where you'll complete all the bounties and then randomly, like, some will just pop up, which is great, but it is weird and random. This Return to Cinder I've never been able to complete, so I'm gonna skip that one. I'll do Agile Hunter because
Hope you'll get the mark.
that one's easy. And again, I'm not gonna do this one. This one's the easiest one. You just go and co-op and literally just stand there for 10 minutes. Especially if you have a friend, it makes it so much easier. How many tokens do I have? Alright, so I need to do 2 more elite missions, or actually, no.
I can tell.
Ooh, oh yes, I'm about to level up twice. So I just need to defeat 1 more hag. I need to defeat 20 enemies with a parkour shot, and then if I do the elite mission, I'll have another token. So that's 3 tokens right there. That'll put me at 16. That'll be enough to get the elite hunter outfit. Woohoo! Video coming tomorrow. You'll get to see it on stream tonight, but I'll have the video tomorrow. So let's go complete that 1 bounty first. Love the parkour shot. It's fantastic. I got 42 bullets. Arrows. What am I saying? Let's go do it. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, we got a friend. Flammo. You know what's crazy? Is that I've noticed the parkour shot when it comes to or actually just shots in general, not just the parkour shot, but when it comes to the howlers, if you shoot them just regularly, it actually takes 2 shots to down a howler, but when you use the parkour shot, it only takes 1. It's weird. I don't understand it. So let's catch up on chat a little bit while I'm doing this one. So Alien, he said, is anybody getting cheated out of the 200 rep points every day by buying unique arrows and bolts and getting the regular ones? That sounds like a bug. Unfortunately, I have seen some people mention that, but I don't know a way to fix that, unfortunately. Goody said, do you know of a phone app for editing videos? Trying to get my arrows guide up on my YouTube account. So I'm trying to remember. There was one thing I used. I think it was like CapCut, I want to say. Could be completely wrong. Just go to like if you're on Apple, just go to your Apple store. I don't know. I have an Android phone because better. No. I'm just not a big fan of Apple. Anyways, that's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, you just go to your app store for whatever device you have, whether it's Android or whatever, and just type in video editing. I think the one I've used it once before on a video that I had to get out, and I want to say it was CapCut. I could be completely wrong, but I think that's what it was. And then I also used Photoshop Express on my phone, which is also free, to edit the thumbnail for that same video, which was a learning experience. Let's say that. Sam, you said, but sometimes your save can just disappear for no reason. Yeah, I've heard of that happening, and that sucks. I still don't know what to do to fix that, unfortunately. Grandmaster Oreo, what's up, my friend? How are you? Sam, you also said you have this bug where you have a bounty equipped that doesn't exist and you can't complete it, and I can only equip 2 bounties at a time now. It requires to kill 100 enemies in co-op, but I can't join co-op. Huh, interesting. So this is what I want you to do. Let me get to a safe spot where I not have to deal with enemies. Get up here. That was dumb. Okay, I should be fine right here. Basically, if you hold down, you might be able to see it. This button here, it's the share button on the Xbox. Oh wait, but basically, hold it down, and you can get your bounties to pop up on the screen like that. So if you hold that button down, and if you're on PC, I honestly don't know what the button is. But hold the button down, because it's the same button that brings up your in-game menu. If you hold it down instead, it'll show you exactly what bounties you have. And what I've had to do, I've had a bounty that was stuck and disappeared, and I couldn't clear it. And then I had to basically wait for the bounties to reset, and then it showed up. Then I could cancel it. It was weird. So try that. That might help. It'll kind of tell you, you'll get an idea of where it's from. It doesn't say who has it, but just kind of check it to see if there's anything lingering. And then if there is, wait for the day to reset. And then, which should be for me, and is in about 4-ish hours. And then just try to go to both vendors and see if you can drop it, because it could be that. Because I've noticed this does not always show the ones that you have equipped. That did happen to me, and it didn't show here. It showed that I had 0 bounties, yet I still had 1 technically on me. So it's ridiculous. Goody said in the guide that you're making, you can get 600 arrows every 30 minutes. That's crazy. That's amazing. Every 30 minutes? I'd be interested in that. If you want, you can definitely shoot that to me on Discord. If you make your video for it, shoot it to me on Discord. And you know, I might even do a video and give you credit for it and all the good stuff. That sounds interesting as heck, because I love using arrows in games, so that would be an amazing one to know. So let me know. That'd be really cool. Or if you don't want me to do it, say no, don't touch it. At least seeing it would be awesome. Either way, you can hit me up on any of my socials, YouTube, all the social media, Discord, all that good stuff, because I would definitely be interested in that. Sam, you said you still can't cancel the bounty even after weeks. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do then. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to fix that. Maybe it'll be fixed in the next update, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Actually, so chapter 1 is a lot harder than chapter 2. Yeah, I kind of agree. Chapter 2 is kind of easy. Chapter 1's not that hard, but it's definitely more difficult, yes. Actually, you said you've been duping the new bolts and arrows in stacks of 60. Yeah, that's always great. I haven't duped them yet, but yeah, duping that stuff is crazy. Jacob, you said you're still waiting for the self-duping to come back. I know, everybody wants it. I've been trying to find ways to make it happen. So far, I've been extremely unsuccessful. So as soon as someone finds a way and I know about it, I will let everyone know as well. Goody said, yeah, it's fine. I love farming in games and finding farms and doing things. I'm good at what I do. You sound like Wolverine, which is not a bad thing. Actually, he said I'm the best at what I do. But anyways, doesn't matter. That still sounds super awesome. All right, let's go. Let's see. I only killed like a few, didn't I? Yeah, like 5. Let's do a few more, then I can finish it inside the challenge. Just to kind of get through this. I think I'll do about 10. Once I hit 10, then I'll go into the challenge. And I should be able to complete it then. And blammo! There we go. Okay. Let's do the elite mission and get 3 tokens by the time I complete. Like, as soon as I complete the elite mission, I will have 16 tokens and we will get that elite hunter's outfit or garb or whatever it's called. I'm really curious to see what it looks like. I think that's the one they have on the screen for the Techland GG. So there's that. What we got here? Oh, first room. I don't do that, you weirdo. Jeez. All right, let's see if I can get him. And jump. There we go. I don't know why I don't do this more often. Him. And shoot him. And there we go. Look at that. Easy peasy. Let's get through this. I wanna get through this and then I'll catch up to chat in just a minute. I do see something on here. Actually, you know what? I want to talk about it real quick. Let me pause that. So Silver, you said add you on Xbox. Well, you're gonna have to shoot. Just DM me your gamer tag on Discord, and I'll get that done for you, my friend. Can't guarantee that I don't have like a lot of extra time to play, but it'll help for whenever I need to do duplication stuff for videos and things like that. So I'll keep that in mind. Sammy said ballista bow is good, but I don't like using it because the arrow flies so slow. There's actually a trick to that. It makes it so much better. I'll show you after I get done with the elite mission. Actually, I want to talk about that. You said you can't throw weapons because you would be able to dupe like Dead Island 1. So the throwing method, to my knowledge, because I remember that in the first Dead Island game, where you could duplicate your weapons by like throwing them, and then as soon as you hit the throw button, you'd go into your menu and drop it. So that way you'd throw the weapon and then it would also drop on the ground at the same time. I did that like all the time. It was crazy. But I think, if I remember correctly, we actually patched that out of Dead Island. So you can't do that anymore. The better way to dupe is called checkpoint duping, which was absolutely fantastic. And you can still do it in the game, but basically you reach like a checkpoint. Generally you can do it at like the safe houses and stuff. And you would just drop your items on the ground, whatever you wanted to duplicate, just drop it and then go blow yourself up. Just die immediately. And then you would respawn at the checkpoint while still having everything in your inventory because you reached the checkpoint before you dropped it, but then also everything you dropped would still be on the ground. So you would end up duplicating all of it. It was fantastic. I do believe that still works. And you know what? Whenever I do my Dying Light stream or Dead Island streams, I will definitely test that out to see if that still works, which should, because the last time I checked it did. But that was really cool to do that. It helped me get through that game a lot. I love doing that, especially leveling up towards like the end of the game. Like, oh, being able to drop stuff for those like repeatable missions is the best way to do that. But I love doing that. Goody said, as a ranger main, I definitely go through thousands of arrows in a day, right? Exactly. Brock said, you're going to eat a bit, headphones will still be on, listen instead. Have fun. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. You go enjoy your food. Actually, they patched it on Dying Light or Dead Island in their first patch. Yeah, I remember that. It was crazy to do. And like a ton of people did it. Okay, I got people over there. I don't know why I'm checking over here. Habit, I guess. Because I clearly saw the things. I don't know why I ran over there. Excuse me, Mr. Volatile. Now, stop slicing me. Let me go over here. Okay, here we go. Bam. Put him in the face. Him in the face. There we go. Look at that. Oh, his mask fell off too. And there we go. This should, by the time I get done with this, I should definitely have enough to have that challenge completed. And if not, then, you know, that's fine. Since we got Mr. Volatile just kind of hanging out right there, I'll just go this way and avoid him entirely. because I just don't want to deal with it. There you go. Hopefully I don't run into the mess of one of the last times where I just can't make a stupid jump, because that was terrible. But we found the 2 up here, so let's drop down. Whee! I think it'd be kind of like, you know what? Never mind. I don't even know what I was going to say. I kind of lost my train of thought as I was in the middle of that sentence, which happens sometimes. So, you know, there's that. See, Doug already said you hope for a future update they'll add a new skill tree for when you max out 1 or 2, adding in things like finishing takedowns, throwing weapons, and freestyle swimming. I think that'd be nice. That we need another skill tree. Honestly, something like I've thought about this a lot, and I've talked about it to people in my comment section, that I think, so obviously everybody knows about Aiden's ability to turn into essentially a volatile. Get off of me! Jeez. Okay, nothing down there. And I just gotta check it, just because I can't tell you how many times I've passed by stuff and just not checked it and then been completely wrong. But so anybody who's played Dead Island probably remembers the Fury mode that all of the characters had. It was like, you know, you build up a meter, and then like you get to unlock, you get to use the special ability that was like insanely powerful and all sorts of great stuff. I think what they should do for Aiden's transformation stuff and him turning into volatile and going super Aiden and stuff, I think they need to do that. Okay, so we got one down there. I'm gonna save that one for last, actually, so that way I can, since it's right next to the hag. But it's just like all we need to do is add like a volatile skill tree, something like that, is what we need, because that would be awesome. It's something that, oh my gosh, freaking hag hit me in mid-air. Oh, or banshee, whatever you want to call them. Oh, it's so annoying. And now I've got to freaking make my way over here and avoid all this stupid mess. It was so annoying sometimes. Okay, get out of my way. And here we go. Great. There we go. Woo. But I think that's an easy thing they could do. Just add a skill tree where you only get access to it for like a limited amount of time, and you know, as you level up, then you get you know, more time to use it and stuff like that. It's just, I think that would be the better way to go about adding that in, because it would make it to where like, hey, bam, come on, use the thing. I've unlocked the, or like, you know, you have enough charge on it or whatever, and you can go full volatile or whatever for a good several minutes, or not, maybe not several minutes, but maybe a good like 30 seconds to a minute. Yeah, it's not a ton of time, but you know, being able to do it every so often would be amazing. Get away from me. So I think that is one way they could implement it, is just do what they did on Dead Island and give us like a Fury type mode. Obviously it doesn't have to be called Fury, just something like that, and that would be the perfect way to implement it without like completely breaking the game. In my opinion, I think that's what they should do, because it would just be awesome. Jacob, you said let's call them witches like Left 4 Dead. They sound like witches, to be honest. That's for sure. All right, let's get up here and hopefully I don't miss. Oh, come on. Ugh. Hey, when that happens. Let me go over here before the banshee spawns. Okay, reload, reload, reload. And empty the clip. Blam! Look at that. There's one token for completing it. And then I'll get 2 more tokens, one for each level that I'm about to get. Would be nice. Big game hunter got 1,000, and well, agile hunter already did its thing. But look at that, level 16, so nice. Let's go buy this outfit now. I've been wanting it. Oh, 17. Ooh, I'm even higher than I thought.
You're looking for a real
Look
challenge,
at that.
aren't you?
Fancy.
Bear in mind, those
Now this is gonna take almost all my stuff, but it's worth it. Let's do it. Buy it now. Woohoo! I did it. Rage mode. Yeah, exactly, Ashley. That's what I want them to do. Add a rage mode. Bro, so you said you remember the Fury attacks? I did enjoy that game back in the day. Yeah, it was fun. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing some streams of it soon, especially since 2 is coming out. So I want to get in there and go back to those games beforehand. I'm definitely gonna be doing the One Punch mode because it's the most fun. If you've never played One Punch mode, wait till my streams and you'll be like, this is the most amazing thing ever. It is so much fun, an absolute blast, especially with the character that I like to play the most as. It's so fun. Bro Sexy, you said you hope Dead Island 2 turns out well. I hope so too. Me too. We've been waiting for it for quite some time, and it's made by a completely different company, so who knows? It is made by, I know one thing that people so here's the thing, before we kind of continue with the game. One thing with Dead Island 2, everybody's like, oh, this is made by the same people who made Homefront the Revolution. And if you've ever played Homefront the Revolution or the original Homefront, you'll know that that's not necessarily something to be happy about. I have played both of those games and they are not fantastic. They're not absolutely terrible, but they could be much better. We'll say that. They're not great though. They're okay-ish, but that's why everybody's kind of like, ooh, I don't know if it's gonna be good. But one thing that people don't realize is that that same team also made the Crisis games, and everybody loves the Crisis games, or at least if not made them fully, they were a part of the team that made those games. So like, think of it this way, it's like we got Crisis 2, Crisis 3, fantastic games, absolutely amazing, PC melting games at the time of their release. Like, everyone that I've ever spoken to that's ever played Crisis has been like, this game is amazing. And I will say it's fun, although the enemies are unfair and I hate them so much. But like, they worked on those types of games too, so that's one thing that people are forgetting about the studio. Honestly, can't remember the name of the studio off the top of my head because they have been bought and sold by a bunch of different companies over the years. That's why they were bought up by Crytek. They made something, can't remember what it was, but I remember it being good. And then Crytek bought them and they made Crisis, and then somebody else bought them after that, which is I think when they made Homefront Revolution, or like the Homefront stuff. And then after that, then Deep Silver bought them, and they've been working on Dead Island 2. So I honestly think because of the track record they've had, the games they have made, I think it's gonna be fantastic. We'll have to wait and see. Don't know for sure. Ashley said Dead Island 2 doesn't look scary, it looks more like comedy. Well, I mean, honestly, if you play, like, if you kind of really look at the first Dead Island games, they weren't like super serious, especially when you have like One Punch mode. They don't necessarily take themselves super seriously, but they're just fun, you know. Bro said a meter to build up so you can go volatile for a few seconds. That would be sweet. Exactly. Just even for like 30 seconds, even just have it turned on. You go full volatile, just mess some stuff up, and then continue on and build that meter back up so you can do it again later. Like that's all we need. That's all we need. Just give us a little meter so we can have little bursts of being absolutely insane. I think that's what we need. I0, hello, how are you today? Hope you are having an enjoyable day, morning, evening, night, whatever happens to be for you. Hope you're having a good one. All right, so we just got the Elite Urban Hunter artifact outfit. Let's check this out, even though technically this should be a legendary outfit because it's orange, but well, whatever. Potato, tomato. Let's equip this thing. I gotta go to a stash though. Forgetting about that. All right. Oh, by the way, I actually wanted to mention this. If you ever get to a point where you fast travel over here and you're stuck and you can't move, because you're usually about right here, you're stuck, you can't move, there's nothing you can do, just fast travel again to the same location or anywhere else, and then you're good to go. That's happened to me a bunch of times, and it's really annoying when it does. Anyways, let's access the stash, and let's do this thing. Here we go. The Elite Urban Hunter, it is now equipped, and I'm gonna switch this to daytime so we can see a little bit better. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what we got here. Carolina, how are you today? Hope we're having a good day. Tristan, how are you? Actually, you said grip mod blueprint still not fixed. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not much we can really do about that. I really wish that it was fixed, but you know, it is what it is at the moment. Like I said, you get stuck there, I just crouch and you're able to move. I honestly never tried that. I was like, I'm stuck. Well, I guess I'll just fast travel somewhere else. Brock, you say the same thing. That's literally, I never even thought to hit the crouch button. Like, never once crossed my mind. I was like, oh, I'll just fast travel somewhere else. Shows you some of my thought process. Anodimes have been having issues with the autosave since chapter 2 launched. I need to AFK for like 15 minutes for autosave to kick in. Wish they'd added a save option. Yeah, I wish there was a save option as well. That'd be nice. I really do wish they added that. I generally tend to, whenever I want to save the game, I generally tend to try to sleep, usually twice, just to be sure, and that seems to do it for me. That's what I generally tend to do, but I don't know for sure if that actually does anything. Bro said you picked up that outfit at the beginning of the week. Just snagged the paraglider and the charms last night. Nice. Jacob said it's because of the tent. You think? Yeah, most likely. You're probably getting stuck. I can't tell you how many times I've done that exactly. Like, I'll spawn in here and then be completely confused. I'll spawn like right here. Then I'll be like completely confused, and so I'll turn around and go this way, and I'm like, wait, where am I? I don't know why, but that happens to me. Not the best lighting over here. That's one thing that we need to add. I'll do a photo mode. That's one thing I really want them to add to photo mode, because they don't have it now. You can do like aperture, focus, distance, zoom, and roll, and you can change like different filters and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff you can do, which is great. But one thing, there's like one thing they need to add. Well, two things. One is to be able to change the time of day in the photo mode. That would be amazing, because then you could actually like, and it would only be while you're in photo mode, so that way as soon as you drop out, it switches back to what it was. But like, you could do things like take a picture of a volatile or something like that, charging you like in the middle of the day or something like that. Get some really cool pictures. Or being able to change the weather, like make it super rainy, or make it clear skies or cloudy, something. I really want them to add that to photo mode, because it would be absolutely huge. Can't speak words. Ashley said, when you complete the game and roll back, does the dust go away at the VNC tower? Bro Sexy says yes. Honestly, when you complete the game, and you obviously you go back and play some more, it will still be there. Like at first, but they did fix it to where after like a couple of in-game days, it's like 2 or 3, something like that, then the fog disappears completely. So it's still there for a little bit, but all you gotta do is like sleep a couple times and it's gone, which is so good. I'm so glad that they fixed that. It was terrible. All right, so moment of truth time. Woo! I like that. That's kind of nice. I mean, it's, yeah, no, I like it. Like the little mask that he's got. Got some. That looks like he's got more spikes. Like the gold on the arm is cool. Got some chain or something on his arm. I don't know. I like it. I think that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Well, that is now my new outfit. Until we get another one. There we go. I will have a little video tomorrow talking about this one as well. So you guys got an early preview. There you go. Early preview of at least one video tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna have multiple or not, but there's at least gonna be this video tomorrow. So there you go. Early preview. Okay. Just another viewer said your live just made me want to open the game. Right? It's fun. I love playing Dying Light. I know that a lot of people are upset with it right now, but honestly, I love this game. It's so much fun. It's a blast. It's, yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it still, but yeah, no, it's so much fun. I love the chapter 2 content, completely honestly. There's a lot of stuff to do, and yeah, it's just fun. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. I just like to run through this game and have fun and mess around with stuff. So I think this is probably where we're gonna end it today. We're gonna do a little bit shorter stream today. Real quick before we leave, I'll do some chat stuff. Like Gamers Premium said, hey bro, are you gonna redo the guide for Harper's Elite Mission? They patched some of the stuff you used previously. Maybe I might redo it, or I might just address it slightly, because I know that the infinite crossbow glitch still works in that challenge, even though they remove like all of your lockpicks, which is really stupid and I hate that. But yeah, I might address that. Well, at least I think I'll address that in my glitch video that is coming out hopefully soon. I've been trying to get all the testing done on different glitches and stuff, and stuff. It just takes a while, but hopefully that'll be out very soon. We'll have all the glitches and stuff tested, and I'll tell you everybody what works and what doesn't work. Just another view say I think it's a very good game. Sure it is as default, but I'm love it. I do think it's better than 1, even if most people don't think like that. Yeah, I do. I really enjoy this one. Got the hiccup, sorry. Zero, you have like 280-ish hours in Dying Light 2. It's cool that we're getting those chapters every few months. Yeah, we should be getting them every 3 months. So chapter 3 should come out. So we had September, October, November, December. So we should be getting chapter 3 most likely in, oh, I skipped a month, November, whatever. Oh no, yeah, all of September, October, November. So that's 3 months. So we'll either be getting chapter 3 in December, probably not, or January, which is more likely, but one of those 2 months we will get chapter 3 most likely, which I'm really interested to see what that's going to be, because chapter 2 was kind of cool. Chapter 1 was kind of cool. I liked it. They added some new stuff to the game. Chapter 2 was even better than chapter 1, so hopefully chapter 3 will be even better than chapter 2, but we'll have to wait and see when all that happens. Goody said you love as well, even though I can do all the bounties in under 30 minutes. Yeah, that's one of the things is right now you can do all the bounties super quickly, but like, you know, further on down the line, I don't know how many chapters they're planning on doing. Like here, for example, let me run back over here to the thing. Let's go talk to this lady over here, because this is one thing. If you remember Harper, when you talked to him, he had one-handed bladed weapons. They were sharp weapons that you could get. From her, she's got one-handed blunt weapons. So there's kind of a pattern here. He also had brawler gear for kind of one-handed stuff. She has ranged gear for her ranged weapons. Kind of makes sense. My thinking is that chapter 3 and 4 are gonna have two-handed blunt weapons and two-handed slicing weapons, or bladed weapons, whatever you want to call them. I think that's what they're gonna do for chapter 3 and 4. Is each one of those is gonna have the two-handed version of sharp and blunt, and then we'll also get the tank gear as well as the medic gear. That's what's gonna be chapter 3 and 4, most likely, just based on the pattern of chapter 1 and 2. So there is that. I don't know, like based off of that alone, I don't know if they're gonna do anything more than chapter 4, which honestly, based off the inventories, I think they should end it at 4 chapters, because if they keep adding chapters every 3 months for 5 years, that's 3 chapters a year, and then multiply that by at least 4, because yeah, at least 4 or 5, and then you've got like 15 chapters or whatever, and it's going to be make it to where your daily bounties are literally the only thing you can do in the game. You turn it on and you have like 500 daily bounties to complete. So I don't think they're going to go that far. I think honestly they're going to get to chapter 4, and then that's going to be the end of the chapters. You'll still be able to do the chapter content, but I don't think they're going to go past 4. That way you can get all the gear sets and all the different weapon types in the game by doing it that way. At least that's what my thought is. No telling for sure yet, but that's what I'm thinking. Rocky said you're going to go in Dying Light 2 after the stream. Still need to get to level 10 and sent you. Oh yeah, doing the elite mission and doing the bounties helps you get those tokens. For sure. Silverado, you said you're only like level 4 with the hunter. Get those bounties done. The hunter bounties are extremely easy because it's all just using bows. You pretty much one-shot everything with bows, so they're super easy to do. I really wish they added more ways to level up since they decreased the XP. Like I wish like completing the elite mission and the regular mission would also give you XP. Maybe not like a ton, but like some at least. I think that would be a good way to kind of help people do that. Just another video said you grinded to level 15 because the weapons and skin are just too nice. You had to try hard the elite mission. There you go. Caroline, have you ever died over and over at the end? If you're talking about the elite mission, yes, that has happened to me a couple times. It's been frustrating. You get all the way there just to die and you're like, ah! Silverall, you said they added two-handed weapons at Harper's shop though. So yes, that's not necessarily what I'm referring to. I'm referring to the mystery weapons that you get. Like I'll go over to Harper and show you. But you notice how like you've got the ranged gear set, one-handed blunt, one-handed blunt, one-handed blunt. So let's go over to Harper real quick here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I mean like the mystery stuff. I think that's why there's going to be probably a maximum of about 4 chapters. And yeah, Silverall, you said the katana is two-handed, but at the same time, katana is also a named weapon and not a random weapon. So that's something else entirely. But like I said, let me go over here and just show you what I'm talking about. Takes forever to get to Harper because it's really annoying. I really wish they added a way to fast travel to Harper rather than having to go like through the metro to do it. It's so annoying. I hate that so much. What am I doing? I never come over to Harper anymore, so I forgot I need to go over here. Okay. There we go. Harper time. I got all these bounties. I haven't done any of this.
You gonna buy something or what?
Wait. That makes no sense. Says defeat special infected during one night. The day reset progress. Virals, howlers, drowners, and volatiles don't count. So that means the only 2 special infected are the big suiciders and spitters. Well, I guess goons and demolishers and I guess there's more to it than that, but like I just think it's funny. It's like, oh, most of the things you're gonna run into don't count. That's so dumb. Okay, anyways, let's go to the vendor. So this is what I'm talking about here. So you've got the brawler gear set here, another brawler gear set there. You got one-handed slashing, one-handed slashing, one-handed slashing. That's what I'm referring to. I think that it's something that each chapter will have its own specialty gear and weapon for the mystery ones that are random. That's why I think there's gonna be 4 chapters total. We'll get one for each set basically, and then kind of just go from there. I don't see them adding more than 4 chapters because honestly that would be too much to add more than 4, because if you're getting what 5 to 6 daily bounties from each one, then you're looking at like at least with 4 of them, that's already 24 bounties if you include the co-op one every single day, plus the weekly bounties. That's 12 weekly bounties every single week. Like that's a lot of bounties to do every day and every week. So that's why I think if you increase it more than 4, it's gonna be too much, and nobody's gonna have time to actually play the game because they're just spending their entire time doing nothing but bounties. So I don't think they're going to go past chapter 4. Rosexy says, nice to have a great set of brawler and archer gear. Will be nice to have a loadout lock option. Yeah, that would be nice. Or kind of like I was mentioning earlier, have a kind of a preset that you could select and save to, like a set that you can just switch to. That would be amazing. Brocky said, yeah, you're grinding in the garrison instead of inside the mission. Now I know a quicker way. Thanks to you, man. Why? Yeah, appreciate it. That's actually a video I'm going to be working on. It's all the bounty guide. I haven't actually come across most of the bounties, so I'm kind of relying on some other people doing some of them first, and then just kind of using deductive reasoning on how to complete some of them. So that video is coming out soon. I've just got to get it all together. You can't drop the new bows. Did not know that. I thought you could. Let me see. Oh, I hate this so much. I hate when it does this. You're right. You cannot drop it. So that's also something that's kind of that they need to fix, because you can actually purchase like multiple. So they should be, it's something you can't drop and they don't break. Then make it to where you can only purchase one and then like gray it out so that way you can't buy it again accidentally. Bro says you only run the elite mission for Harper and his weekly bounties. I have 130 Harper tokens. There you go. That's how you do it. What are Harper missions? Oh, my friend. I will show you. So here's Harper. Here's your friend. He's the chapter 1 vendor. Go to the map. This is where he is. See his fancy little icon. Look at that. So his missions, just like the chapter 2 missions, are over here. I don't know why they're not next to him. I think that's really weird. They should be next to him. I kind of hope they fix that, but it is what it is. Because the chapter 2 missions are literally right next to the chapter 2 vendor, so I don't understand why you gotta jump all the way across the map, but it is what it is. And here they are right here. You still have to buy tickets just like with chapter 2. You got the regular mission here, but you can see you can use, oh, they increased it. Huh. I thought it was still 5 minutes, but apparently you get 8 minutes and 20 seconds randomly on the regular mission. I thought it was still 5 minutes unless it bugged out on me. But you get to use your entire inventory, do whatever you want, get to the end. It says over here that it says reach the final arena and clear it of enemies. There's only one enemy you absolutely have to defeat in the regular mission and the elite mission, and that's the final boss. So in the last room, the only thing you have to actually defeat that is the Demolisher. You can literally ignore every other enemy in the entire mission and just kill him and still beat it. So that's the only one that has to be defeated. And then same thing with the elite mission. You get to the end, which you give a predetermined loadout, just like in the last one, or in the chapter 2 vendor. And this one's a volatile tyrant at the end, and he's literally the only enemy that you have to kill, but you're gonna want to kill some others in the process because they're in your way. Anyways. Let's see. Roxy, you're posted a video about one bounty that requires killing a renegade or a bandit with a horn takedown. Oh yeah, that one. So that one's kind of tricky because first of all, you've got to be able to find the bandits, which is not hard to do, but you have to sneak up on them to take them down. Now you can do it with a glitch, which is super easy to do, but it's also really difficult to do at the same time, which is something that I will talk about during my bounty video that I am working on. Baked Potato, you said you can drop them if you throw out a weapon, then swap the bow with the weapon you threw out. That's true. You can do it that way, but dropping them just directly from the menu is not possible. Drew, you said there is a way to draw. Oh, yeah, you're basically just repeating the same thing Baked Potato said. Go to Brayer, off topic for Mr. Harper and bounties. B, the zombie mode will be cool in this game. Do you think you'll ever add it? Yes, I think they will, because that is one of the most highly requested features that people have been wanting. It was one of the best things about Dying Light 1, although I personally never played Be the Zombie mode. I know a lot of people absolutely loved it. They're definitely going to add it at some point. We just have no idea when. Probably going to be at the earliest during year 2, at the latest maybe year 3. Don't know for sure though. but we'll have to wait and see. Creature of the universe, he said, you have been having trouble identifying the unknown location just south of the hunter camp under the Lucid Bridge. You know what it is. Location is 86 millimeters below the river. Okay, so let's back out of this. Let's go look. You're talking about this one right here? So here's the river. There's the observe the Mount. Oh, he said it's under the Mount Lucid. You're probably referring to this right here. This is actually the GRE anomaly. If this is what you're talking about, literally you can just go from here. If you go over to this bridge, there's like a path that leads directly to it. If that's what you're referring to. If you're talking about down here, then it could be one of the stuff in the sunken area. There's a few things over here, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure what you'd be referring to other than that. Rebecca, you said, can you help me with the chapters? I've never done them before. I actually have a video for each chapter that gives you all the details in each one. I don't have the links on me on hand, unfortunately. But if you go to my channel, you can go to like the Dying Light 2 section or just my videos in general. And you'll see I have a chapter 1 all details. I can't remember if it's called all details, but I have a chapter 1 guide that kind of gives you all the information on chapter 1, and I have the same thing for chapter 2. So if you want all the information about what's going on with those, what you do with them, that kind of stuff, definitely go check those out because it'll help you out an absolute ton. Darren, he said, Timon said, Be the Zombie won't be added. Techland didn't make that mod. Oh, really? That's unfortunate. I really hope they do add it. Maybe they'll change their mind, but who knows? Oh, if you're talking about this over here, like these Forsaken Stores, I don't know. These are actually 3 of the locations you go into in the elite mission or the elite/regular mission are essentially like Forsaken Stores. There's stuff you can collect in them and stuff like that. So if that's what you're referring to, then yeah, it's just part of the mission itself. Baby said he thought the stream was done, so he left. Still streaming. Yeah, I got distracted. The stream was supposed to be done, but I like chatting with you guys. It's fun. I love talking. It's so much fun. I'm actually going to be ending the stream here in just a minute. There's one question I wanted to get, 2 questions I wanted to get to. Carolina, you said, will you beat Dying Light with your fist only? I actually kind of did do a playthrough of Dying Light 1 with fists only, and it was kind of fun. I liked it. You can't really do that very well in Dying Light 2, but Dying Light 1, yes, you can for sure. And then Rebecca, you said, how do you get your weapons to do so much damage? Honestly, well, my head's kind of covering it up because I got a big head. Let me move this down a little bit. Magic time. So right above me, you can see that I'm character level 9. So it's the highest level you can be. And if you're unfamiliar, the way you level up is by leveling up your parkour and your combat skills. I actually have a guide on my channel about how to level up your parkour extremely quickly. So definitely check that out if you're interested. Combat, honestly, there's ways you can kind of do a little bit faster, but honestly, just doing like every single side mission and every kind of encounter you come across, you'll get that leveled up super quick. But yeah, every time that you unlock a skill, you go up a little notch on your character level, and then once you get everything unlocked, then you're level 9, and that increases the amount of damage your weapons do. So like for example, this one, Paper Cutter doing 633, it actually started out as a base damage of 498, which to my understanding is still the highest base damage in the game for weapons that can be modded. Kind of caveat there. So from my understanding, 633 is the absolute highest damage based on adding mods to the weapon, like all of these guys right here, if you have them completely maxed out like I do. So that's why my weapons do so much damage. That's why the PK crossbow says 994, although the hunter's crossbow and the ballista don't actually say how much damage they do a ton. Which actually, this was something I was going to show. I completely forgot about this. I was gonna show this because somebody mentioned this before. So let's go up here real quick. And one of the things that's super annoying about the ballista bow, there's two things actually, is range, which is terrible. To be honest, I mean, it's better than other things, but the fact of how slow it is. Look how long it takes for me to be able to shoot. It takes forever, right? Like, I hold it back. You have to hold it back until like it goes all the way back like that until he starts moving it slow. Then you can do it, which is really unfortunate. But if you use your parkour shot ability, you can shoot it like immediately, which is, oh, it's crazy. Now you have to keep jumping to do it every time. But yeah, you can just sit there and be like, bam, just rapid fire this thing. It's so great. I love doing that. Sorry, I just went a little tangent I wanted to go on, which will be probably like a short video I do at some point anyway. Anyways, Caroline said survive in a hive in Dying Light with just your fists. Yeah, that's difficult. I think I tried that once and it was not fun. Wham bam turkey ham. Assuming the Alice Wonderland weapon has been found yet? No, unfortunately it hasn't. I really hope that it does get found. Baby Potato, you say you try to finish Dying Light 2 without skills or inhibitors, but they force you to get one inhibitor and 2 skills. There's actually two inhibitor upgrades that you are forced to get. One is whenever you wake up after being knocked out at the beginning of the game. That is like when you wake up inside Villador. That's unavoidable because it happens in a cutscene, so nothing you can do about it. And the second one is the other one during the prologue that you get from the hospital. That one's also unavoidable. So those two are the only two that you cannot avoid. Other than that, yeah, you can get through the whole game without using them. It's definitely difficult, but you can do it. Drury said Dying Light 2 fist only stream. I'm going to be doing something similar. There is going to be a stream coming up soon, which will I'm going to be using the frying pan only. It's going to be the only source of damage that I am allowed to do. Not even going to allow myself parkour. I will also have the Mistress Sword available for whenever enemies start dodging me constantly and I can't hit them with the frying pan. Then I can slap them real fast and then keep whacking them with the frying pan. I'm really interested to see how that's going to go. It's probably going to be a miserable experience. Trying to get through the whole entire game with just the frying pan as my only source of damage. But it's going to be fun. Again, I'm not going to allow myself any parkour moves with the exception. I'm going to say this now and I'm going to make sure I say this whenever I do the stream. The exception is if I am literally unable to damage like a boss, for example. If I'm unable to damage them because they inherently dodge every single time, then obviously at that point I would have to resort to using parkour. But other than that, then yeah, frying pan is going to be the only actual source of damage, which is going to be crazy for sure. Rebecca, you said you're already a level 9 and your weapons do 547. So what you want to do again when you're farming for weapons, look for one that has a base damage of 498. That's what you're looking for. And then as long as your blueprints are maxed out, then you're using the whatever 2 blueprints you want, and then making sure you have the empowerment mod on the grip. Those whatever 2 you want plus that one will automatically give you 633. Even though technically the math shouldn't work that way because it's broken. It should be higher than that, but you know, whatever. that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Ashley said, will you level up the frying pan? It is impossible to level up the frying pan. It will only ever do about 10 to 11 damage, and that's it. So yeah, there's no leveling it up, unfortunately. It'd be really cool if you could, but yeah, nope, there's no leveling it up at this point, unfortunately. Dying Light 2 dev items only. Man, dev items only would be super easy. If I had enough scraps for like dev items only, I would assume that saw blades would count in that. And so right there already, bam, saw blades, you get through the game super easy. If that doesn't count, then using like the left finger of Glova, that I believe one shots like just about every single enemy in the game, but you only get like 16 shots, so you have to have a crap ton of scrap to do that. But stuff like that would be kind of interesting. Hardcore shot with the pan, that would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be super cool. Rebecca said, what's the best way to farm uncommon trophies? If you're looking for uncommon, which is weird that the way they have it uncommon, rare, and unique, which is doesn't make any sense. But either way, just farming virals will do that. I have a couple of guides on my channel for that specifically, and you'll get tons of them by doing it. So there's actually a bridge you can go on, which is fantastic for doing it. Let me actually just show you real quick. I keep saying, all right, the stream's gonna end, and then somebody piques my interest with asking a question, and I've got to go back and do it again. So I'll show you that real quick. Be the last thing I show. No. It's super fun to do. So let me get over there and I'll show you. But it's my personal favorite spot to do it just because it's hilarious. But I have several guides on my channel that by following them it'll get you the same results essentially, or if not the same results, at least similar results. All right, so we are going to be heading right there. That's what we're looking for. And you know what? I'm going to bypass all this stuff. I'm about to make a lot of people really jealous. I'm sorry. And yes, I'm using the broom. And if you're unfamiliar with the broom, unfortunately, it is not an item you can get anymore. It is a glitched item that you had to glitch out of a challenge. Which you can still do the challenge, but you can no longer glitch it out of the challenge, unfortunately. So, nothing you can do about it. Which really sucks because it makes getting through things a lot simpler. But either way, let's go down here. This is where I'm talking about. All right, so right here, you see it on the map. And right here, here's the pine windmill. Here's like the fisheye canteen stuff, kind of like right here on this line. So this bridge specifically, you'll see this yellow beam and then this one sticking out here. What's fantastic is that no enemies, if you're standing over here, or like if you are on like a level 1 and a level 2 chase, there will be no enemies that can spawn on your sides. They will only come from in front of you, and specifically they will come from you can't really see it, but there's actually a hatch underneath the ambulance that they'll spawn from. And what they'll do is they'll run across this little thing to try to jump at you. And you can do one of two ways. You can either pull them across with your grappling hook, which will make them fall to their death, or you can equip the frying pan, which is my favorite way to do it because it's absolutely hilarious. And as they're jumping mid-air, you can be like, bam, smack them with the frying pan, and then they fall down to their death. It's hilarious. It's amazing. It gets you absolute tons of them. You can also do kind of like Caroline says, you can go to the like a volatile hive, kill all of the enemies except for the hive, and then it should spawn just non-stop virals. Now I know that it seems like it's been bugged since this patch, and it's not spawning virals anymore, but that is another method you could do that with too. Just another you said you had the broomstick, but when you did a new game plus, you lost it. Yeah, that's one thing I'm afraid of. If I lose it, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. It helps me get through some things, but if I lose it, oh well. I'm not. It's not. I've used it so much that I've definitely, I've definitely put it to good use. So if I lose it, it's it's okay. But yeah, I think that is officially going to do it for this stream. I had so much fun. I want to thank everybody that came out to the stream. Also, I want to again, thank you for the memberships, super chats. You guys are rock stars. And I may or may not be having a stream tomorrow. I will post it all over socials if I do. If not, then again, thank you everybody for coming by. I had fun. I hope you did as well. And I will see you guys next time. Also, thank you for the sub, Carolina. I appreciate that.